You could have been great. You could have been great. You could have. But you're just a fucking disappointment. Yeah, so that's how we're gonna start this video, alright? Hello everyone, the King Dragneel. As you can see, I'm alone. Not because my friends and I had a falling out. We've had some of those, but it's nothing too serious. It's just, I decided to do a solo video because, well, I like doing solo videos sometimes, so yeah, that's pretty much what this is. And from the title, you're probably wondering, what is he going to talk about? Well, Shonen Jump is a very, very popular manga series. You know, it's something that everyone likes. You know, it has popular mangas such as Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, you know, all that. But some of their games have been questionable. I mean, Jump All-Stars was actually something I didn't think would be successful because, well, you got multiple properties in one game, and it was solid from what I've seen, because I don't have a PlayStation. Xbox guy forever. But Jump Force. I was curious. Alright, I was naive, I was curious. Then I got the game, I pre-ordered, and yeah, it was not that good. I mean, okay, I'll say this. I was okay with it. It wasn't perfect by any means. The story was completely trash. The animation was not that good, but I liked it. I thought the idea of bringing the Jump universe to the real world, interesting concept, terrible execution. But the biggest issue I had with this goddamn game, its roster sucks. Like, this is a celebration of Jump as a whole. So you'd think they would include more than freaking Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto, because the roster, most of it was Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. Even Bleach got sidelined until the DLC, and that's horrible. So that's what I'm going to discuss today. My version of a Shonen Jump roster. Now, just to clarify, I am not going to include all the properties of Jump, because a lot of them aren't, you know, fighting series. Looking at you, Kaguya-sama Loves War. But I thought this would be a fun project. Me and my friends will probably do a video of our own in the future. But for now, I like to say my take on it. Now, few ground rules. 1, I will bring in a majority of the Jump Force roster, as well as Jump Stars, because there are characters that work, but Jump Force, Sanji, Renji, freaking Majin Buu, like, you could have brought someone else, but they brought Majin Buu. So yeah, there will be some characters that will be cut. I will explain why. I know some people will be a little ticked, and that's fine, you know, because again, this is not an official list. This is just like, oh, you know, I'd like this. Second, I will do my best to include more than one character to represent a series, because Jump Force, you had 4 My Hero characters: Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, All Might. Why is Asta the only fucking one from Black Clover? You even gave Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 characters with Yugi and Kaiba. Why did you not? It's such a dick move. Like, I want more characters. 3, there's gonna be more females in this goddamn list. Alright, I know. Shonen Jump, it's mostly for teenagers, a majority of them being male. But that doesn't mean you have to limit the freaking female choices to just a handful. Seriously, this is how many females were in Jump Force. That's not good. That's not. Okay? Another rule, I will bring in characters that were cut. Because there were legitimately a few characters that were cut from Jump Force. For some fucking reason. Also, I will try to include new series. Okay? A lot of new series, so look out for that. Although, just quick spoiler, no One Punch Man. I'm sorry. I mean, I know people like One Punch Man, but really, I don't know. I just don't feel like we need. I mean, if I would have brought him in, I would have brought in like Saitama and Genos. Sorry, I forgot his name. Sorry, he gets his ass kicked so many times. It's sad. But yeah, I'm not including them. Sorry. Anyways, so if this video does well, I'll probably kind of explain what a Shonen Jump story would be, in my opinion. But that's another time. For now, let's focus on the roster. And yeah, I have a lot of fucking characters. Over 100 in the base game. Yeah, I'm gonna need some water, so. Alright. Now, let's start off with the first character. Obviously, we're having Son Goku. I mean, seriously, why would we not have Son Goku? That's like a Marvel fighting game without fucking Spider-Man. Or a DC game without Superman. Well, actually, they do exist, but you know, my point is, he is literally one of the big faces of Jump. So, yeah, Son Goku has to be in it. Though, if there were transformations allowed in this game, just give him Super Saiyan Blue, or even fucking Ultra Instinct. Because, look, I appreciate Super Saiyan as much as the next guy, but, you know, if you want to focus on the new era, just have that. Have Ultra Instinct, at least. What is Goku without Vegeta, though? Come on, like, Vegeta, he's like the second most popular, if not the most popular Dragon Ball character. So, of course, add him. Of course, add Super Saiyan Blue, though, as a unique evolution, either go with a manga with Ultra Ego, or Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Because, personally, I think Evolution was good. An exclusive Vegeta transformation. Now, the big bad, because we need villains in this game. I'm gonna go with the most iconic Dragon Ball villain. One that has made fans cheer, made fans yell in anger. Garlic Jr. Okay, if there are people that actually believe me, you can leave this video. Yes, we're having Frieza. It has to be Frieza, because as much as I'm not that big a fan anymore, he's popular. You know, just give him gold. Don't give him, like, I don't know why Jump decided to give him 2 transformations too. Golden Frieza, good enough. We don't need fucking full power Frieza. He looks like he's on steroids. Like, come on. Of course, our next character is gonna be Trunks. You know, I think it was a very unique choice to make Trunks one of the main characters in Jump Force. I will say that. I'm actually impressed they actually did that. So, yeah, we're having Trunks in. We're also adding Cell back because, I'm going to say this right now, I don't care how many people are going to be mad at me. Cell's one of my favorite villains in Dragon Ball, okay? He is literally the combination of every fighter, well, most fighters, the strongest. So, like, having him back would be great. I mean, Cell Max was... I don't know what to say about Cell Max, but Cell, you gotta have him in perfect form. Piccolo, I was originally gonna cut, but I think he could work well. I mean, we don't need every character to be a Saiyan, so I think Piccolo would be interesting to add, you know. Plus, Orange Piccolo. Need I say more? Now, that was from the main Jump roster. Here are 3 new ones, because I'm gonna try to give popular series like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, even Bleach, like 9 characters. Okay, well, I just said no more Saiyans, yet the two of them, it's Gohan, Kefla, Kefla, sorry, and Jiren. Gohan, because he has gotten more popularity, especially with Dragon Ball Superhero movie. with Beast Gohan, so I'd say he's good addition. Plus, I'm a Gohan simp. Alright, I will not deny it, I'm a fan. Kefla, because 1, female representation, 2, fusion will be an interesting concept to add in the game, 3, she's very strong. And plus, we don't need to necessarily have characters in the Universe 7 to be in it. We could have other characters. So I think Kefla would be interesting. The dialogue would be unique, you know. Plus, you know, I think there could be more depth to be added to her, you know, because what we got was alright. And Jiren. I know. People don't like Jiren. I get it. I personally am not a big fan. But I think it would be unique to have a different kind of being in this game. So, plus I think some of the dialogue will be interesting, you know? So that's it for Dragon Ball. Next we have Naruto. So clearly the returning characters are Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Gaara, Madara, and Kaguya. So yeah, they would definitely come back. I mean, I would actually not have them in their, you know, that fourth Ninja War attire. I would actually have them more in the current era, which is Boruto. Oh yeah, by the way, no Boruto. Fuck Boruto. We do not need Boruto. We don't need him. Alright? Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, so I'd say adult Naruto, adult Sasuke, adult Kakashi, adult Gaara, and of course Madara. Should have been the main game, but you know what? Yeah, sure, we'll give it to the fucking Rabbit God who literally appeared at the end. Yeah. I'm still salty about that. I don't freaking care. I'm mad. New characters, though. We're having a total of 3. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Sakura. We're adding Sakura to the roster. Oh god, that hurt to say, but look, I know, female representation, but also, unfortunately, she's one of the few useful females in Naruto. Well, alive. I mean, I would have gladly added Hinata, but Sakura, I think, is the popular choice. Not to mention, you know, it's Team 7, you know, fully assembled. You know, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi in the game, so. Oh man, but that was cancer to say. Now let me move on to characters that I think should be added. Pain and Jiraiya. Pain because he's literally the most iconic Naruto villain. I mean, the guy killed so many of our favorite characters in his arc. And Jiraiya because, well, I think we should have older mentors in the game, and I think reviving Jiraiya would be interesting, you know? I know I could have gone with Orochimaru or Minato. Shit, I should have gone with Minato. Oh well, but I think Jiraiya is more popular. Plus, his Sage Art skills would be a very useful technique to add, so. Yeah, that's the Naruto section. Next with Bleach, of course, returning, Ichigo, Rukia, and I just realized I fumbled up. Renji's coming back. Yes, Renji is coming back. As well as Aizen, Grimmjow, and Yoruichi. New characters. 1. I'm so sorry, but I cut Toshiro Hitsugai out. Okay, look, it's not that I don't like the guy. I really like Toshiro. But do we really need 2 ice users from the same series? It's kind of... It doesn't really work. I mean, like, look. I like the idea of him having his adult form. I thought it was cool. But it's just, Rukia's already in the game, so it's like, we don't really need him. I would have replaced him with Renji, but then I realized maybe Renji's not as bad a choice as I thought. Yeah. Anyways, new characters. What sucks about Jump Force is we never got any more 1000 Year Blood Hero representation. So, the 3 new characters added, Uryu Ishida, Yawak, or Yawak, I can't say his name, okay, Yawak, there, and Kenpachi Zaraki. Uryu because, well, he's kind of Ichigo's rival, and, you know, he's a Quincy. I think it would add a lot more variety to the cast. Yawak, because he's one of the main villains, you know, along with Sosuke Aizen, and his power of the Almighty is OP as fuck, so add him to the roster would be interesting. And Kenpachi. He was one of the cut characters, along with Byakuya. And yes, I would have added Byakuya, but I like Kenpachi more. Plus, his new Bankai. I mean, look at this. Tell me you would not want to see this in the game. Anyways, so yeah, that's Bleach. Also, you know, Yoruichi's best girl. Fight me. Now, moving on to... Fuck! One of the most overrated series that needs to fucking end. One Piece. Now look, I know I sound like a One Piece hater, and technically I'm not I don't hate the series, I just think it needs to end. Anyways, let's move on to the characters coming back. Monkey D. Luffy, of course, Roronoa Zoro, Sabo, and Blackbeard. Oh, as well as Law. Sorry, Law, you know, because I think Law personally should have been the main character, but you know what? That's fine. Now, as for cut characters, yeah, fuck Sanji, and fuck Boa Hancock. I'm sorry. I know, if you guys are fans of them, I'm sorry. Sanji, I never really gave a shit about. I mean, I know he got an arc, I know he had development, but I really did not give a shit about him. And Boa, you belong to thy streets. Alright? I cannot believe you fell in love with Luffy. Luffy of all people. Also, her gameplay just sucked in Jump Force. It just sucked. Although I will give Sanji this. I like how they kept the idea of him not hurting women. Instead, he hits them with heart attacks. Look at this! Yeah. Say what he will, I appreciate this guy keeping his morals. Now, as for new characters, to replace that bitch Boa, we're having another thought, aka Nami, as well as best girl Nico Robin. I think they would add something unique. You know, sorry for that. Nami with her... Shit, I never actually understood her power. Okay, her weather manipulation adds a variety. Nico with her hands. Wow, One Piece is fucking weird, bro. It is weird. Anyways, yeah, those two would be added, but two villains I would add. Akainu, or as he's now known as Sakazuki, and Doflamingo. I know I could have added that Jaw motherfucker who fought Luffy, as well as, you know, maybe Big Mama. I'm not adding Big Mama. There's not enough room in the game to add Big Mama. Damn! Akainu, though, interesting villain, piece of shit, fucking killed Ace, put him in the game so I can kick his ass. Alright? I need that. And Doflamingo, interesting character with his string abilities. I think he would be interesting. Plus, imagine Law's reaction to seeing him back. It would be interesting. Now, moving on to My Hero Academia. First of all, getting rid of All Might. I'm sorry, I like All Might, but if we're gonna keep to like the current era of the series, yeah, he's not a hero anymore. He's retired, so sorry. As for characters, of course, returning are Izuku Midoriya, Katsuki Bakugo, and Choto Todoroki in their updated forms. So Deku would have more of his quirks, you know, like Black Whip, Smokescreen. You know, I think they would add variety, you know. And Shoto would have his more upgraded Ice and Fire. And Katsuki, what did he actually gain anything? I mean, he said sorry. That's not saying much, though, huh? Anyways, moving on. New characters added. Ochako Uraraka, aka Uravity. I think the idea of her quirk is interesting. Plus, we actually got her move in Jump Force. While I wish we had the character, I think, you know, it was fine. So, in this game, I think her power could manipulate the ground itself, maybe hold the enemy up. I think it'd be interesting. Definitely adding Tomura Shigaraki, because he is now the villain. He has multiple quirks, but I think he would mainly use his decay. You know, we could have All for One as DLC, but who knows? And 2 more characters I would add. Hawks, because, well, I still don't forgive him for killing my boy twice. I think he would be interesting with his Fierce Wings quirk. And Mirko, because everyone loves Mirko. I think she's okay. I'm not a big fan, but I think she would be an interesting addition, though what happened to her? Yeah, we don't talk about that shit. Okay, and moving on. Black Clover. Instead of just Asta, who, by the way, will get an updated look with his new powers, along with Asta, Yuno is coming to the game, as well as Noelle, Yami, Mereoleona, Zenon, and Julius. Yuno, I think, would be an interesting addition to the game, especially with his new bullshit star magic. Yes, you heard me right. Anyone who has seen anime only, a little spoiler, Yuno gets 2 Grimoire, which is bullshit. Noelle, best girl, first of all, she's my favorite character. Her water magic will be an interesting addition. Plus, with what happened in the manga now, yeah, I think it would be an interesting thing to see. Yami, because Yami's freaking amazing. He's one of my favorite characters. Plus, you know, this guy, I think one of his grab moves could be just him crushing the freaking opponent's head like he did Asta. That'd be funny. Mereoleona, one, because we need another female rep, but another reason is I think she would be an interesting fire user. I mean, she's literally a brawler, or a berserker, or both. Because we've seen how freaking insane she is. Even when fighting 5 elf-controlled wizards, she would not stop. So I think she would be an interesting addition to this game. Plus, I kind of want to see an interaction between her and Yodorichi. Just cuz. Zenon. This was hard. I wanted to act maybe paltry or something, but yeah, he was a bitch. He was another little bitch. I'm not adding that little guy. So Zenon, I think he's one of the more interesting Black Clover villains, so he's added. Plus his bone magic, I like it. And Julius, I know he's going through some stuff, but I think if this game somehow added the element of time, he would be one of them that came through. So I think it would be an interesting addition. He would be an interesting addition. Plus, I kind of I want to see Julius fight more. Alright, moving on to one of my favorite series, Hunter x Hunter. Okay, I'm just joking. I actually do like Hunter x Hunter. I just have mixed feelings on the main character, who is returning, Gone Freaks. I can't even freaking say his name. It's hard. It's stupid. So, yeah, that guy, gone. Along with Killua and Hisoka and Meruem, they would return. You know? Though, a few new characters. One, I'm getting rid of Kurapika and Bisky. Bisky because, well, we didn't see her fight much, so we don't really need to add her in the game. Kurapika, I'm sorry. I hate him. I really hate this character. He's not interesting. People say, oh my god, he's like the best character. No, he's not. He's a Sasuke. I'm not even joking. Like, you see this shit, you see him wanting revenge, he's a Sasuke. I don't regret it, alright? Fucking fight me. Anyways, moving on. 2 new characters I would add to the Hunter x Hunter side. Netero and Chrollo. Netero, I think we could have seen a lot more of him in, you know, fighting, so I think he would be interesting in this game. And Chrollo because, well, technically speaking, he's kind of like the all-for-one of Hunter x Hunter, where he steals Nen abilities, or has multiple Nen abilities. I think it'd be interesting, so I think Chrollo would be a great addition. Now, Yu Yu Hakusho. Wow, they really did not like this series. I mean, I haven't personally watched it yet, but I do plan to. But they only gave 2 characters from the series in the base game, and 1 from the DLC. Speaking of them, they're coming back. Of course, Yusuke, Hirameshi, Hiei, and Toguro, the younger brother. But I'm gonna add a few new characters, and by a few I mean 3. Alright? Kazuma Uebara, Yuko Kurama, and Sensui. Kuwabara and Kurama, I think they would have been interesting additions. Plus, I hear people bitch about Kuwabara not doing shit, so put him in the game. I think Kurama would be interesting because of his whip abilities. And Sensui, yeah, he's pretty much the opposite of Yusuke. He was a spirit detective, kind of went rogue. Why do you not add him in the game? I get it, Toguro is like one of the most iconic Yu Yu Hakusho villains, but so is Sensui! Come on! Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little salty. Now next, the series that actually got a reboot! Fucking awesome. Rurouni Kenshin. Now, okay, look, I know the whole controversy with the author. I don't give a shit about the author, I give a shit about this series. So, coming back, of course, Kenshin Himura and Makoto Shishio. But I would add 1 more character. I know people would go, oh, you know, you gotta add, Hajime Saito! Hajime Saito! That's his name! God damn it! How did I forget this guy? I love this guy! But no, I mean, he was cool, but he's very limited with his abilities, so taking his spot is actually one of the more tragic characters in Rurouni Kenshin, Aoshi Shinomori. His ability to use 2 very short blades, I forgot what they're called, and also having something similar to the rhythm step from Hunter x Hunter, I think he would be an interesting addition to the game. Plus, I want to see dialogue with other sword users, you know, like Zoro. Like, he'd be like, you're really weird for using those swords. I think that would be interesting. Now, going on to JoJo! Sorry. I love saying that. I love screaming JoJo. Coming from the game, and returning from Jump Stars, Jonathan Joestar. I think he's one of the more recognizable characters in JoJo, so bring him back. And of course, Jotaro Kujo, Dio Brando, they gotta come back too. And Giovanni, you know, they're iconic. 2 characters I would add Kira, because I hear he's a very, very fucked up villain later on. And, of course, Jotaro's daughter, Jolene. Who, by the way, I met Kira Buckland, her dub voice actress. She was awesome. So yeah, definitely gotta add Jolene, you know. I think her stand would be interesting, you know, as well as Kira's. You know, plus JoJo definitely needs more representation. I'm pretty sure my friend Trey is gonna tell me to add that guy in the wheelchair, but sorry, Trey, it's not your video. Anyway, moving on. Saint Seiya. I actually started watching Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac on Netflix, and it's not bad. I like it. So, coming from this series, which had 2 characters in Jump Force, I am bringing back, of course, Pegasus Seiya, Dragon Shiryu, but I'm also going to add Andromeda Shun, Phoenix Ikki, and Hades. Andromeda Shun is another female representation, and I think she would be an interesting addition. Ikki would be very cool, because I hear his power is OP as hell, and some of my friends actually like him, so Nikki, this is for you. And Hades, because he's a villain, and we need more villains, you know? I mean, I'll keep watching Saint Seiya, so if you guys think I should, let me know. Now, going on to a series that unfortunately only have 1 representation, Senkui Shigami from Dr. Stone. I know, he's not a fighter, he's not, okay? Like, if anything, I could have added Tsukasa. But I think Senku would be an interesting character because, hell, we've had fighting games have weird characters. I mean, look at freaking Phoenix Wright from Marvel's Capcom. That was weird, but it worked. So I think Senku would add interesting text based on science, maybe use sulfur gas, maybe, you know, dynamite and such. You know, I think it'd be cool. And coming from a series that made me break out laughing, Spy X Family's Twilight, or as we know, Lloyd Forger. Now, Spy X Family, very interesting series. I would have added Yor, but I think Twilight would be a good enough representation, you know, because he's a spy, you know, he's good at combat, but I think his reaction to certain characters, it would be interesting. Plus, I don't know, I really like Twilight. I think he should be added. Moving on to a series that I am hyped for the anime next year, Kaiju number 8, giving it 3 representing characters, alright? I'm giving it 3. Kefka Hibano, Kikoro Shinomiya, and Kaiju number 9. Kefka because, 1, he's the main character, 2, because I love his Kaiju form, 3, because he's an awesome character, and 4, he could be kind of our mad berserker monster, like, you know, Eren with Attack on Titan, so I think it would be cool. Kikoro, first of all, best girl, second of all, her development is just as good as Novelle's, alright, so I think she would be cool to add. Plus, you know, if we kind of do what the manga did and gave her that armor that her mother wore, I think that'd be great. And Kaiju number 9, while not the most in-depth villain, I think he would be a very interesting addition, because he would try to turn everyone to a kaiju or kill them. So yeah, definitely add him. Fuck. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go real quick. Denji from Chainsaw Man along with Makima, okay? Denji because he's stupidly the most popular character. I don't know why people need to realize he's just a dipshit. But yeah, his powers be interesting. Makima, it's just Makima. I'm not gonna say anything more. Anyways, let's move on. Next one, Assassination Classroom. Give me Koro Sensei. He was in Jump All-Stars, but he was not in Jump Force. I am annoyed. I love Koro Sensei. I think his gameplay would be stupidly awesome. So yeah, definitely add him back. Coming from a series I didn't know was part of Jump, D. Greyman. First of all, give me a D. Greymon reboot or at least a continuation, please. So for the characters, I am bringing in Alan Walker, Lena Lee, and the Millennium Earl. Alan because he's the main character and I think his power of innocence would be unique because he could transform into different weapons. Lena Lee because she's kind of one of the only few female important characters in the show. Plus, I really like her, so. And the Millennium Earl because he's a complete and utter asshole and I kind of want to see him die. Moving on, Fist of the North Star. Alright, I'll be honest, I never sat down to watch this show, even the original, I never did. But I like playing as this character, so yeah, Kenshiro's coming back. Rao's coming back, because apparently Rao's his villain, so that's all I can say. Not really good. Yeah. Now, talking about characters that are from a series I do like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, Yugi and Kaiba are coming back, because they have to. But, because we have 2 out of 3, we gotta bring in Yami Merrick. Because he's the one with the Egyptian god, the Winged Dragon of Ra. I mean, I know it's stupid, but I think he's kind of one of the better villains. Like, fuck Korra. But yeah, I think he would be an interesting character, like, especially maybe using the Millennium Rod. That would be an interesting take on the character. I'm not going to stop with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm going to actually add 2 characters from different Yu-Gi-Oh! Series that need to be added. Jaden Yuki, or Judai Yuki, and Yusei Fudo. From Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds, respectively. I think because the 2 are capable of summoning monsters in the real world, I think they would be an interesting addition. You know, maybe Jaden brings in Neos, and Yusei brings in Stardust, you know, with the 5 marks of the Crimson Dragon. I think it would be interesting, you know? Plus, I like their characters. Although, I don't know why some people want my Valentine in. She's not that useful. Anyways, Demon Slayer! Just finished the Swordsmith Village arc. I thought it was good, so characters I'm gonna add, it's 6 of them. You're probably gonna question me. Tanjiro, Nezuko, Inosuke, Mitsuri, Muzan, and Akaza. Yeah, I know, people are gonna be mad, and I'll explain why. Tanjiro, because he's the main character. Sword breathing's okay. I'm honestly not a fan of him anymore. Nezuko, one of my a character I like, you know. Plus now with what happened with her, you know, gotta add her. Inosuke, he made me laugh so many times, so I definitely gotta add him. Mitsuri, I went from not liking her, thinking she's just a thought, to okay, you know, I like her. I think her sword or skills are interesting and unique. I don't get why people want Shinobu in the fighting game. I don't really like Shinobu that much. She's eh. Muzan because main villain, Akaza because recognizable villain. Now I know people are gonna be like, where's Zenitsu? Dude, he only knows like one attack, alright? I know he has variations, but I would not want to play as him. He's not that interesting. JJK, or Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuji Itadori, Megumi Fushiguro, Maki Zenin, Satoru Gojo, Yuta Okatsu, and Mahito. Yuji because main character. That's all I'm gonna say. Megumi, who should have been the main character, because I think his abilities are cool, and I met the voice actor in the English dub. Yeah, I shouldn't flex that, but I should. Maki Zenin because, well, I would add Nobara. I won't say anything about the manga, but I will say Maki Zenin is pretty OP. Satoru Gojo, funny character, OP ability, think he should be added. Yuta, I think, would be an interesting addition because of how the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie represented him. I think he would be great. Plus, you know, bring in how Season 2, maybe Season 3 will be. Yuta is going to play a big role, so. And Mahito, ooh, I'm going to tell you right now, this guy almost made me fucking leave the series. My friend Trey kept bitching at me to keep going, so I kept going. So yeah, Mahito, while I hate him, I think he and Kaiju number 9 are big threats that need to be added in the game. Now, as for Toriko, first of all, I need to watch Toriko. I will watch it one day. I'm just going to add Toriko and Zebra. Just because everyone likes them, and I think they were unique in J-Stars, so why not? Now, time to go with the more obscure characters. Definitely going to add Madaka from Madaka Box. I mean, she's God at this point. I don't know what to say. Like, she's God. I think she'd be an interesting addition to add to the game. Next up, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Lala, Satan, Devil Luke, and Yami, aka Golden Darkness from Blue Love Road. I'm sorry, it's just I didn't even know they were part of Shonen Jump. I'm genuinely surprised these two were. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, Lala, I think she would be a great inventor-like character, and I think she would have interesting banter with Senku. Yami, blunt-ass assassin, cool. One of the best girls, apparently, to my friend Trey's eyes, so this is for you, Trey. And of course, two other characters, I'll just go real quick. Yurio Seiba, you know, I forgot the series, so he was in Jump Force, so why not? Dai from the Dragon Quest, I think he's fine. Now, moving on to a few series that are a little more obscure. Seraph of the End, bring in Yuichiro Hyakuya and Guren Ichinose. I think those two would be interesting additions, especially how the manga is handling it, and since it's almost done, you know, I think they would be great additions. I cannot believe Rosario Vampire is also part of fucking Shonen Jump, so I'm adding Mocha and Mizure. Alright? Mocha because she's a vampire, she's beautiful, and I think her powers would be interesting to add in the game, and Mizure because my friends won't stop bitching about her, so yeah, I'm gonna add her. Tokyo Ghoul, did not know it was part of Shonen Jump, so just Ken Kaneki. Alright, I know people want more, but Ken Kaneki. Second to last character is freaking Bobobo. Because Bobobo, why not? I love Bobobo. Series was fucking stupid, but I think he would be great. Plus his Japanese voice is Dio. I can't believe that. And for the final character on this goddamn roster, from a series that my friend N will not stop hyping up, and one series I'm watching, from Bastard, Dark Schneider. I think he would be a very, very, very interesting addition to the game. His banter would be all over the place, and also I just think he would be a more bigger anti-hero than Light Yagami from Jump Force. Light didn't do shit. Oh, sorry. Light didn't do shit. So yeah. 120 characters in the base roster. I haven't even thought of DLC characters, so if this video does well, I'll probably do like, DLC characters. But yeah, this is just a fun side project I wanted to do. So if you guys like it, let me know who you would add from Jump. I made sure not to add any characters that weren't from Jump. Otherwise you'd see like Natsu from Fairy Tail, Eren from Attack on Titan, so on and so forth. So I just got to keep it in Shonen Jump. If this video gets a few views, like at least maybe 100 or 300 views, I will consider doing a support character video where I talk about characters that, while wouldn't be in my game, they are supporting characters, like they'd come in and support. So if you guys like this, smash that like, follow me, watch my friend the Dark Viewer. He has some cool videos coming up. So I hope you guys take care, all right? And I